We can make it together. We can find a way.
Welcome back. I'm Tia Turnbull, your champion of champions. You are watching Keep It 100, and you're learning my needs belong to me. Your needs belong to you. That means that you are the only one who is responsible for getting your needs met. So, what does that mean? If you want something, ask for it. And that's what nonviolent communication is about. Asking for your needs in a way where you're not blaming someone for not meeting your needs, because no one else is responsible for you to get your needs met. They're your needs. They're not someone else's needs. Your needs are your needs. So, the ability to respond is yours. You are responding inside yourself to a need that you have. It's your responsibility. And you have the ability to do that. You can ask somebody else to help you get that need met. But don't blame them if they decline your offer. Don't blame them if they give you a counter offer. It's not their job to get your needs met, right? And how many have heard about how it's, I think usually women who do this most often. Well, I guess men do it too. We expect someone else to guess our needs, to assume our needs, to get us what we want on our birthday, to know before we ever ask or before we ever tell them. Some people even think, well, if I ask, it's not as good a gift. Well, if I have to tell them what I need, then that's not a very good gift. They have to guess at what I need. Well, why? I mean, how much time are you going to spend not getting your need met just because you think someone else is supposed to already know? Guess what? They're not living for you. They are an individual on themselves. Their needs are their needs, and your needs are your needs. Now look, if they have a need they're asking you for, and you think that you're not getting your needs met, well, give them an exchange. I want you to cook my dinner every night this week. Okay. All right. So that's something you don't really want to do, but you could do. But it's not really worth your time to do that if you're not getting anything in exchange for it. So what you could say is, if I cook your dinner every night this week, I want you to vacuum the living room every night this week. Or you to wash the kids' laundry every night this week, right? So there's an exchange. Okay, if I do this, then you'll do that. All right. But don't just give in to somebody and then not get your own needs met, right? And don't just expect someone else to give in to you and not get their needs met. It's not your job to be a psychic and guess other people's needs. Just let them know, look, if you need anything, let me know. And don't expect them to be psychic and guess your needs. If you need something, let them know. And then be detached about whether they're going to do it or not. Just because you ask for something doesn't mean they have to do it. Don't be mad at them if you ask them something and they don't do it. It's your need. You can ask, and if they say no, you go get that need met somewhere else. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. You're in a relationship, and they don't want to do something for you. They don't want to fulfill some type of a particular partner sexual need. And you go, oh, well, I'll just go get it. Tia, the champion of champions, told me I can go get that need met somewhere else. It's not that easy. Think about what you're asking. And if they're not willing, think about the effects that you're getting that need met somewhere else will have on your relationship. This is why it's good to find out what people's values are ahead of time. What are people willing to do? What does someone feel is degrading? What does someone feel is humiliating? What does someone like to do? You find out these things ahead of time so you don't get in a relationship and then you have all these demands and expectations and then you get into blame and you get into poor me and if only I would have known this is what you were like. That's why you find out ahead of time. You don't just jump into something and then be mad at them because they're not willing to meet all your needs later. and then you go off and say, well, I did this because you weren't willing. But is what you're doing having a damaging effect on the relationship you do have? So you have to think about what your values are, what their values are, and is that going to work for the relationship before you just go off and get that kind of a need met? Are you hurting someone's trust? And if you talk about it and someone's in agreement with you and it's fine and dandy, that's between you. That's your relationship. So, but don't just think that getting that kind of a need met somewhere else is going to be fine and dandy, that somebody's just going to go, oh, well, I wasn't, so they got it somewhere else, because maybe it's not going to be fine and dandy. So find those things out before you go and ruin a relationship over something that maybe you can get that particular need met in a different way. It doesn't have to be exactly that, but you talk about it and maybe something else, when you work something else out that actually works for both of you. If not this, then that, and if not, and then if I do this for you, then you do this for me, and whatever. Okay, so you can work it out. That's what collaboration is about. You find out what people want and you work it out. Okay? So just know that my needs belong to me, your needs belong to you, but if I'm going to get my needs met, I have to ask for them. And if I'm going to get my needs met, I can't have it all be on one person. I mean, maybe a need for listening, a need for friendship, a need for cooperation. And sometimes you can get that from a friend, or you can get that from a work associate, or you can get help lifting something from someone else. There's all kinds of ways you can get needs met without putting it all on one person, thinking they have to be the savior of everything you need in your life. That's unfair, and that is unnecessary, because life can be so easy, because there's resources all over. You don't have to pin them all on one person and say, if you don't meet all my needs, you're crap. No, I'm responsible for my needs. If there's any of my needs that you don't meet, I can go look and get some help somewhere else and work it out with someone else. So this is in the needs section of nonviolent communication. You can refer to this to learn about this and keep it all clean, so when you're asking, you're detached from what answer they give you. Okay. I'm Tia Turnbull, your champion of champions. This is Keep It 100. This is My Needs Belong to Me. If you like these videos and you'd like to be notified when more of them come out, hit the like, subscribe, tap the bell, and you will see me in the next one. Thank you for watching. Champion yourself to be a champion.